Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's Friday, it's the 6th of November. I only know that because it was firework night last night. There wasn't as many as I thought there would be, but there was still enough, if you know what I mean. As you can see, the unit is still up and we're still very undecided what we're going to do. We did go and get dinner yesterday. Did I? Oh yeah, I explained yesterday after, didn't I? And we're still very undecided what we're going to do. I do definitely want to take this shelf down, so this one here, just because it's in the way of the laptop, and I find that I'm sort of going like this under it while I'm trying to work and things on the computer, and it is just too low. The shelf was there before the desk, so we've just sort of lived with it for now. I might try today just flipping this desk round so it's actually on the wall that is behind the camera, just to see how that works. And if that does work, then the shelf that you're sitting on will come down, because that is the same height as this shelf. Even though this one has dropped a little bit, it's not going to come off the wall, but it has dropped a teeny weeny bit. So that is what's happened so far, and I don't think we'll be swapping the room around. I don't think that's going to happen. It's just too much palaver. Ian said that he would do it if it's something that would make me happy and what I wanted. But to be honest, I don't know what I want, and I said that to him. I said I'm really undecided on what I want to do. So I think me just having a little swap around here, having a look to see what's going on and whatever. He's definitely going to either chop this down, or we're going to get a new unit that is just like a bench unit, so the TV will sit on its stand on that, where at the moment that is on a wall bracket on the back of the unit. So yeah, I've just sort of piled everything back on top up there for now. But so yeah, that is what's happening. I'm not planning on going out today, hence why I've got my lounging clothes on. Someone asked where I got these from. These were from Matalan last year. My niece got me them for my birthday, no, for Christmas. She got me them for Christmas, and I went back to see if they had any more, but she started Christmas shopping in August. So it must have been sort of the beginning of the autumn clothes that were coming out that she got them. She said she saw them and she just instantly thought of me, and oh, they're so comfortable. I love them. I wish I could get some more, I really do. But they're nice and soft. They're like not velour, but it's just nice and soft, and leopard print and all that, and grey. Oh my god, she picked exactly the right colours for me. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little switch round, see if that makes this area any better. See, we have a heater behind this desk, a storage heater. We do not use it because it burns the plug. We have had a new one and the plug still gets really hot. So me and Ian are both assuming that the wire in the wall has corroded or been burnt through or whatever. So we just don't use this heater in here. It's quite a small flat. We don't need to use the heater in here. We just use the one that's in the hallway, and then we have a little halogen heater down there if it does get chilly in the evenings. So we don't really need this heater in here. We never really used it anyway, other than on a really low heat. And we used to have this one on instead of the one in the hallway. So we just sort of switched them, and that was that. We don't really use this one. That's why the desk went over the top of it. So it didn't really, yeah, that's that. So if we did move this room around, that heater would have to be moved to wherever this desk goes, because the desk has been cut to fit over the heater. So Ian would have to move this, but it's got bricks in it because that's what storage heaters are. They have bricks that store the heat overnight and then release that heat during the day. And it's also attached to the wall somehow. I don't know how or whatever, but Ian will have to move it off this wall if this desk moves. The other thing is that Ian's got tall speakers, which are, I don't know if you're going to see them, which are just here. So at the moment that one's missing because he was fiddling around with them. You can't really see them because of the light, but he has two of those, and they are what play music through our surround system and whatever. And the idea was to have them either side of the TV unit. One is the other side, but this one is sort of over here. It's really not in the right places. So the idea was to move this desk up a little bit, because Ian's attached a shelf to the desk to give me a little bit more room and for me to store stuff down the side. And I can obviously take that off and move this desk up a little bit and have that here instead. So that's another thing that we can look at. Yeah, it's just all a bit up in the air with what we're going to do, and we've just so undecided yet last night. It was just, I said, can I think about it? So I'm going to have a little move around. I'm going to edit the vlog first, have a little move around, and then see what's going to happen really, and see what is for the best. Also, Ian said if the settee comes here, it's going to be under the window, so we might get a draft. The settee, years and years and years ago, when we first moved in, we had like IKEA 2.5 seater settee things, like leather settees, and we had two of them, and they were no way as big as these, but we had one under the window and we had one against that wall, a bit like that sofa there, or that part there, the TV on this wall, on the back wall, sorry, and I used to sit by the window, and I never really got a draft, and that was when we had single glazed windows, and now we've got double glazed because the building owners, whatever, they replaced the windows with double glazed windows, and I don't believe there is a draft over here. I believe the draft comes from the front door, so that is where the chair is, but hey ho. Oh yeah, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Anyway, I'm going to edit the vlog and see what I decide with all this. I really don't know, because obviously I've got stuff stored down there, and if I move the table, I'm not going to have that storage area anymore. So yeah, we've just got a lot of stuff in a very little flat. And yeah, and then obviously if I get rid of this shelf, I'm going to have nowhere to put my yarn, or I'm going to have to find somewhere to put my yarn. So it's all trial and error at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. And I don't know whether, if I do move the desk around, whether I will fit in between the table and the unit. Because obviously that takes up quite a big amount of space. So it's trial and error, and if it doesn't work, we'll just put it back to how it was, so it's not a problem. But that is what I'm going to do. But first of all, edit the vlog. So I didn't move the desk. I know you're probably all so fed up with me talking about moving this room around. So I'm not going to talk too much more about it. I think we're sort of at the end of what we're going to do, and we've decided what's going to happen. So the desk is going to move up, the shelf is going to come down, and this unit's going to be cut down. So that's that. I'm not going to talk any more about it. I'm so sorry. I just feel like the last few days has just been constantly that. I'm just waiting for Ian to get home. Been working on these socks. I have decided to start another pair of gift socks as well. And then I have also been sort of playing with the idea of dyeing up some yarn for my Christmas, or the contrast for my Christmas socks. So I got some Christmas yarn from Rosie's Moments. I've shown you before. It's like a red and green sparkle yarn, and I've decided to dye up a contrast colour for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Christmas colourway and put that in my shop. So I will dye a Christmas colourway for the rest of the contrast colour. So I'm going to dye like a whole skein, a contrast colour, and then I'm going to create a colourway for my shop, Christmas colourway for my shop. There will only be limited amount of skeins, so I will decide on how many and whatnot. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, then leave a comment down below. Yeah, that's it. I am just toying with the idea at the moment, but I'm definitely gonna dye up a skein of yarn and see how it comes out, really, because it's going to be like a solid, semi-solid colourway. There's obviously going to be a lot of not lights and darks, but it's going to be multi-tonal, I'm assuming, because I've never dyed a skein of yarn like that before. So it's going to be multi-tonal, and I will show you it once it's dyed up. And what I might do is just dye up the Christmas colourway and then show you both together if it works out okay. So yeah, that's about that. Like I said, knitting on that, watching some YouTube. I've been watching a YouTuber called Bored and Bankrupt for quite a while now. My dad actually got me watching his channel. His name's Benjamin, and he's so funny. He's like an explorer, not an urban explorer, but he goes around all the old Soviet Union countries and little towns and everything like that. He can speak Russian fluently, like it's his first language. It's crazy. And he does all different things. He's very interested in the USSR and the Soviet Union and everything like that. He's really interested in that. And he just goes around to all these different countries and vlogs, basically. He's a vlogger. So if you're interested in having a laugh and having just a easy watch, then go check out his channel. It is really good, and I really enjoy watching his videos. And they're all very different, and he'll do like a journey from one place to the other, but sometimes split it up into a couple of different videos. But yeah, so I think that is Ian coming in now, so he needs help bringing some bits and pieces up. So yeah, that's it. That's what's gonna happen here. I'm just knitting on this, and then I'm gonna go and dye up some yarn. It's soaking at the moment, so I'm just gonna do the one skein, see how it comes out, and we shall go from there. So we have not we Ian has managed to get the unit cut down to the size that we wanted. It's a lot later on in the day. TV's on the sofa, and this is what the unit looks like so far. Let me turn the brightness up so you can see it a bit better. So this is all just wood at the back that was part of it, but
that's not going to be there anymore.
No, that's not going to be there. We've got the big thick shelf on the top. We've still got this shelf here, and then cupboards will go here. That was Ian's foot and Ian's other foot.
The top's not screwed on yet. That's
no, the top's not screwed on yet. And I will show you again tomorrow in better lighting, because this is just, it's really dark for some reason. Oh, that might be a bit better. You can see it a bit further away. And
we're also going to put the shelf back in here, the support.
Yeah, so Ian had to cut that away to put the amp in, but I think the amp will fit. Have you tried? Have you measured it? Right. So we're thinking of putting the amp, which is down here, that we had to modify the cabinet for, in one of the holes, because it's bigger if it fits. Obviously, if it don't, it will stay where it is. But if it does fit up there, then we're going to put a new bit in, and then get another cupboard or drawers or whatever. We'll figure something out to make it back into like a unit back at the bottom. So yeah, we're getting there slowly.
So
Room,
Sean,
yeah, the room's just a mess at the minute where we've just got bits and pieces everywhere. But we had to like take the whole carcass down, like the tops, the sides, and then even that little bit over there we had to take down because that had to be cut as well, obviously. But I'm thinking it will make the room seem a lot bigger, and then
brighter.
and yeah, definitely brighter. And then once over there sorted out as well, over there, yeah, we're just doing bits and pieces. So just thought I'd update you. I have dyed yarn, and I've done 2 skeins. So I've done a light skein and a dark skein. I wasn't going to show you, but I will. I can't keep it a surprise. It's hanging up in the bathroom at the moment. Don't know how well you'll see the colours. So this one is the darkest skein, and this one is a really nice dark red, and then this one is more like a pinkish reddish colour, and there's lots of lights and dark. What I did to dye these was put the dye in the saucepan and put the first skein in like really quickly and made sure it was submerged under the water. Then I decided to then put the second skein in just a couple of minutes later, as I knew that there wouldn't be as much dye in the water because the first skein has soaked it up. Anyway, I knew that was going to happen, and I'm quite pleased with it. So I am thinking of doing a Christmas colourway and putting minis in them colours with it. So if you're interested in that, then let me know. My yarn that I dyed beginning of the week is now live in the shop. I have put a thing on its Instagram and that, and I've had some orders, so thank you so much. I appreciate it, just thank you. Anyway, we're gonna get on with this, and I'll catch you up a little bit later on. So I'm very orange, and it's a lot later on. It's 9 o'clock. It's not late, but it just feels a lot later than what it is. And we've got the heater on because it is freezing in here. We've had like the front door open and that, where we've had wood out there and the washing line's out there at the minute. But we have sort of finished with the unit. Ian's just got to put the new speakers up the back here, so that there is being replaced with the new speakers. But here is the final.
It's not the final.
Well, no, drawers have got to go back into here, a cupboard door is going there, and in the next one drawers are going into there. So, but it looks so different, really different. We got the speakers on the side here, the center speaker is in here, the amps there, the Skybox excuse me, is there, and the PlayStation is not PlayStation, the Xbox is over there. Excuse the mess on the table, but yeah, we've made a nice mess, but never mind, we're gonna sort all that out at some stage. But I need to put the drawers back in. We need to go to IKEA when it's back open to get another door, as Ian cut the old door for the amp to fit, and the drawers we modified to get the amp to fit as well. So then that will be the final look for the cabinet. It will be back to normal. So, well, it won't be, but yeah, I just think it looks so different. And then obviously with that shelf over there down, I think it'll open it up. We're also thinking of putting that shelf above the telly, but not sure whereabouts yet. So it's all got to be worked out and whatnot. But yeah, I really like it. It's something that we're gonna have to get used to as well. Like, it's something different. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna end today here. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Bye.